Meghan to tears. Kate took spotlight queen with sweet relationship but Meghan full of accusations. Since marrying into the royal family, the Duchess of Cambridge seems to have struck up sweet bonds with her in-laws. And one royal she appears to share an especially strong relationship with is the Queen. Although Prince William's romance with Kate blossomed during their university days, it wasn't until years after that Kate finally officially met the monarch. It was thought that at first the Queen had some concerns about Kate as a future wife for her grandson. But these concerns have clearly faded away with the pair now enjoying a close bond. Here we look at how their relationship bloomed. William and Kate first started dating while both attending St Andrews University in Scotland between 2001 and 2005. They both graduated in the same ceremony attended by the Queen, but despite being an item, it seems an official meeting between Kate and Her Majesty came much later. In fact, it was in 2008 at the wedding of William's cousin Peter Phillips to his now ex-wife Autumn. Recalling the meeting during an interview to mark their engagement, Kate said, "Well, I first met her at Peter and Autumn's wedding and again it was in amongst a lot of other guests and she was very friendly." According to author and royal commentator Katie, the Queen allowed Kate to take photos while at Balmoral, knowing how much she loved photography. It may not sound like a big deal to the average person, but as Katie explains, this simply wasn't the done thing usually. In her book, Kate, the Future Queen, she wrote, "Until now the Queen had met Kate only fleetingly at the wedding of Peter and Autumn Phillips, but she went out of her way to make her feel welcome, giving her permission to take pictures at Balmoral." And according to Katie, this and being invited to Balmoral showed how the Queen was ready to let Kate into the inner royal circle. She added, "As a woman who has lived her entire life in the public eye, the Queen rarely lets her guard down, and very few apart from her family and closest friends get to see the real Elizabeth." Kate and William finally wed at Westminster Abbey in April 2011, with the proud Queen watching on as her grandson tied the knot. And in a sign of her approval, Her Majesty allowed Kate to wear her beautiful Cartier halo tiara on her big day. But it's not just the tiara that Kate has borrowed from the Queen's personal collection over the years. She's also worn her Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara, her lotus flower tiara, a pair of sapphire earrings and one of her pearl chokers. But on the contrary to Kate, Meghan made royal disappointed with the recent allegations. Some claim the Duchess of Sussex, 40, made a mockery of British royalty during the episode on CBS. In particular, Sussex critics did not take lightly a prank during which Meghan drank milk from a baby bottle in public. One critic seethed on Twitter, "Now is definitely the time to strip Meghan of her royal title on the grounds that she is not acting appropriately in public to carry the title that represents the royal family." Another user claimed, "Meghan Markle is using her royal title and making a mockery of British royalty." The Duchess of Sussex has apologized for misleading a British court about the extent of her cooperation with the authors of a sympathetic book about her and Prince Harry. At Finding Freedom, the former Meghan Markle, 40, is embroiled in a court battle in London over a British newspaper's publication of portions of a letter she wrote to her estranged father after her 2018 marriage to Harry, a grandson of Queen Elizabeth II. She sued the publisher of the Mail on Sunday and the Mail online website for breach of privacy and copyright. A High Court judge ruled in her favor in February, saying publication of the letter Meghan wrote to her father, Thomas Markle, was manifestly excessive and hence unlawful. Publisher Associated Newspapers is trying to overturn that decision at the Court of Appeal. The publisher argues that Meghan wrote the letter knowing it might be published, and made private information public by cooperating with Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, authors of Finding Freedom and